Hi loves, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be recreating a New Year's Eve makeup tutorial. This is going to be including the semi-sweet chocolate bar palette by Too Faced. So I hope you guys enjoy. It's very easy and simple and has a bit of glitter. To start off, I'm using the color Pudding, and I'm going to be using this as a transition color. I'm just using a quick fluffy brush just to apply my eyeshadow. And I'm just moving it back and forth until I get the desired amount of eyeshadow. Next, I'm going to be using Butter Pecan, which is a highlight. I'm actually going to be dabbing this on my lid. I'm using no Fix Plus today, you guys. These eyeshadows are very, very pigmented, and they don't really need any Fix Plus in order to get those vibrant colors on our lids. So I'm just applying this with a flat shader brush, and then I'm moving on and using the same fluffy brush that I used in order to just transition the color correctly and so that we don't lose that pretty blending. Next, we're going in with Coconut Cream, and this is what I'm going to be using as a highlight on my eyebrow bone. So I'm quickly just going to be applying this with a flat brush, and I'm just going to be moving this. The colors are extremely creamy, so they actually helped me out a lot with the blending. Now to create my smoky eye, I'm using the color Licorice, and I'm just dabbing with my fluffy brush on the corners of my eyes and then moving it back and forth, then reapplying and applying and then moving it back and forth. This is a long process, but this is how I create my smoky eye. I feel that this method really helps me when creating a smoky eye. It helps prevent creating a big blob on my eye and getting those raccoon eyes that all those people talk about. Now for my eyeliner, I am using the Maybelline Stiletto eyeliner, and I'm just creating a quick wing liner. After that, I go in with my lashes, and then once I'm done applying my lashes, I do go back in with some Maybelline Stiletto eyeliner to just hide any glue or any imperfections. Then after that, I go in with some mascara. I'm using the Lorac Pro Mascara just to blend my lashes and to create an illusion that they're mine. Once we're done with our eyes, we're going to move on to the base, and I'm using the MAC Base Primer. This is the Lumiere Primer. This is a sticky foundation that I have been using before I applied my foundation. Once I'm done applying this primer, what I'm going to be using is the MAC Mineralized Foundation in the color NC42. I have been getting a lot of questions if this foundation oxidizes, and yes, it does oxidize. As you guys can tell, it goes on a little bit light on my skin, but then throughout the video, you're going to notice that it actually turns the perfect color for my skin. The brush that I'm using is the Sigma 3D HD Kabuki brush. Moving on to concealer, I'm just going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me concealer in the color Sand. I love this concealer. It is my all-time drugstore favorite currently. And I'm just going to be blending this with a damp beauty blender, just carefully. Obviously, I'm speeding the process, but I do take my time with blending my concealer and making sure that I do have enough coverage, since I am also using it as a highlight. Once we're done with our concealer, I'm going to be using my MAC Prep and Prime CC powder, and this is a yellow based powder. I'm just using this to conceal and highlight, as well as for my concealer to last all night long. For contouring, I'm going to be using the Contour Kit by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I have not been using this lately, so I decided to use it. I am going to be using the bronzer Java, and the reason why I'm using this one is because it's one of the darkest ones in the palette. This is the original Contour Kit. In case you guys are wondering, I'm putting what looks like a lot on my cheeks, and I'm also contouring my nose, my forehead, as well as my neck. But I will be going in with a clean brush to make sure there are no harsh edges and to make sure that everything's blended correctly. We don't want any harsh lines. Now we're going to go back to our eyes, and I am going to be using the color Licorice again. And I'm not going to be using it all over near the waterline. What I am going to be using it as is on the edges, and then in the center I'm purposely going to leave it kind of empty because we're going to go in with glitter. Yes, glitter. For any New Year's look, I always tend to put glitter. I think it's kind of essential, especially since it's a new year. We want sparkles, we want good luck. So I am going in with the Wet n Wild glitter that I used for one of my previous makeup tutorials. I remember I told you guys that I really didn't like it. What I did notice is that it did not move around in this certain area. I do not suggest you to put this glitter on your lid, you guys. It moves around way too much. But right there, it seemed like it was actually pretty good. I go back in with Licorice and just to touch up on the corners of my eyes, as you guys can see. And this is just making it more and more dramatic. I love a smoky eye, so that's what I'm doing. To make my eyes pop out a little bit more, I'm going in with a white eyeliner by NYX and applying it on my waterline. To open our eyes, I am applying a bit of mascara on my bottom lashes. And I love the appearance of long bottom lashes. Now for the Merry Luminizer, I'm using this highlighter to brighten up my face and to sculpt it a little bit more. So I'm just applying it on my cheeks as well as my nose. For our lips, we're going to be using two neutral colors. I am going to be using Strip Down by MAC as well as Velvet Teddy. This is a very neutral lipstick. I wanted to go with something not too dramatic, especially since for Christmas I used very dark colors for my makeup tutorials. So I decided to go with a nude. We're basically done with our look. This is how the makeup looks, the eyeshadow. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Now for the outfit, I did go with a very sparkly dress. This is something that you would use probably for a New Year's Eve party. This is definitely my style. I will link everything down below on the description bar if you are interested in this dress, where I got it, the heels, the purse. Thank you guys so much for watching, and Happy New Year's, you guys. Bye-bye.